Alright, so let's do the video review on the Planet Eclipse Geo 3.5. Now, you guys have got to know by now, when you see Planet Eclipse come out with an SL model gun, okay, whether it be the SL94, CSL, SLS, GSL, what are all the SL models that have come out with over the years? Okay, tons and tons, they've probably come out with at least a half dozen different SL models. In a few months after that, you're going to see parts of the SL technology incorporated into the next gun release. Okay, now you're not going to see all of the additional goodies that you get with the Planet Eclipse SL model. Okay, you're not going to get the barrel kit, 5-piece barrel kit with a 14-inch and a 16-inch, gold inlaid carbon fiber barrel with the 3 different barrel backs and stuff like that. You're not going to get the extra trigger, okay? You're not going to get the special edition, milling, okay? You're not going to get any of that, but you're going to see parts of the technology incorporated into the next gun, okay? So, for instance, we had the GSL that came out at World Cup, which was impossible to get. People were reselling them. They were retailing for $1,850. They were reselling for like $2,400, $2,200. And, that came out at World Cup of last year. At the time of this filming, this is September 2014. So that came out in October of 2013. And they sold through all of them. All 700 of them were already sold and reserved pretty much within weeks. So if you want to actually get your hands on an SL model, you need to place your order the day that it's, the day that you see the release out for it. When you get the advertisements start coming out for the SL model, that's the time to release it. Because once everybody buys it and they're all reserved, they're probably, like with the GSL, they were sold out before they even hit the market. So you're going to see that's the thing. So everybody panics, oh gosh, the new 3.5 is going to kill the 3.1 value and the GSL value. No, it's not. Okay, those are still both amazing guns. You're just, history shows us. If Planet Eclipse releases an SL model, you know that a few months later, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months later, you're going to see parts of that technology that they released in their next release gun, okay? The Geo 3.5 is no exception to that. What did the Geo 3.5 take from the, what did the Geo 3.5 take from the GSL, okay? Well, it took two things. It took the new soft-tipped bolt, and it also took the easy release bolt right here in the back, okay? It just flips right up, slides right out, which is nice. You no longer need to have tools to take it apart, or like if you followed my advice, don't tighten it down with tools, just use your fingers and it'll unscrew. But yeah, I saw, in the 3.5, all the footage was released on the 3.5, and the advertising, oh no, resale value, killed the resale value. No, it didn't. Okay. Now, obviously, I hate to even bypass this. It's almost to the point where we expect it, but I'll bring it back up really quick. Planet Eclipse packaging, second to none. Okay, second to none. I mean, it's probably the best packaging inside a paintball. You get a hard case, not a soft case, a hard case. Got plenty of room for all different types of barrel attachments. It comes with an amazing barrel sock, a huge parts kit, massive parts kit inside here. Another bag with additional O-rings, a great Allen key set that can fit easily in your pocket with ball sockets at the end, which is awesome. Those are more expensive than the standard ones. They don't strip screws as much. You get to the lube. You also get a full color manual, one of the best manuals inside of paintball. Full color manual included inside of the box. I know these are not cheap to make. So, we kind of come to expect it from Planet Eclipse, but you still have to take a second to appreciate it because not everybody goes through the expense that Planet Eclipse does for their packaging. Okay, now let's talk about the gun. What did they do? What did Planet Eclipse do with the 3.5? Like I said, the new things are the soft tip bolt, which it's been floating around. They've been working on it for quite some time. Looks like they finally came out with a way to use it without it popping off. Looks like they enclosed it a little bit more, so it shouldn't pop off. And you get the old standard Venturi bolt. And what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the camera in a little bit closer, do some maintenance on it really quick, then we'll take it out, do an efficiency test, and then we'll come back for the conclusion. That's something I'll show you guys really quick too. This is the new This is the new beast model of Geo 3.5 that GI Sports came out with. And I saw this, I just thought it was cool. It was so ugly, it was beautiful, one of those things. But you see the anodizing on it, looks awesome. I don't know, I think it's just a really cool color. But you know, if you really like the Geo 3.5, you got a couple extra dollars burning a hole in your pocket, check out some of the private dealers, some of the people that are known for making limited edition guns, and maybe spend the extra money and really treat yourself and get something that doesn't look like everybody else's. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to weigh it. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And if you don't know now, if you're just getting started in paintball, the Planet Eclipse OLED screens are just amazing. The OLED boards are just amazing. You've got a brake beam activation switch, and you also have a micro switch in here. So, you know, you've got two different ways of activating the gun to shoot. Just about every single adjustment you could ever possibly want on the trigger. Probably one of the most advanced triggers inside of paintball. You got race bearings holding the trigger in place. Very little side-to-side play. You got post-travel, pre-travel, activation point. You've also got spring tension. There's a leaf spring on the back here, and you can adjust it through that top screw, how much spring tension you want. You also have a magnet over here, a breakaway magnet, and you can adjust how much magnet tension you want on the very beginning of the trigger pull. So multiple adjustments on the trigger, and it all comes out in one big cartridge if you need to clean your gun out. You remove the grip frame. There's one little screw here, You don't have to back them all the way out. Back them out about 2 or 3 turns, and your trigger frame will slide right off the back after you disconnect the eyes and the solenoid. Very simple. Let's go ahead and weigh it. Just a smidge over 2 pounds. 2 pounds and 3/10 of an ounce. So 2 pounds, 3/10 of an ounce. Hopefully we can see that. All right. Now I'll show you something really quick here. This is just to kind of, you know, you see the on-off ASA, you know, that pops ASA. And in case anybody has any questions on how you remove it, it's very simple. Simply pop it out and then push the button down as far as you can. Let it come up. And there you go. So very simple to remove your on-off ASA. This is in case if it gets shot. You can see the little pin that goes back and forth here that depresses the pin valve on your tank. But you know, if you get shot in here and it's a big mess, that's how you take it apart. It's very simple. So you want it in that forward position. Push the pin in to where it goes all the way through. Push it all the way down with your finger. And now it's back in. All done. Okay, next thing we'll do here is let's go ahead and take the bolt out. Sorry about that. Okay, push the bolt out here to the back. Out it comes. And there you go. And that's it for maintaining the bolt. Now you can see the new soft touch bolt here that's in the front. So you just want to go ahead and put it, run your fingers through here. Put your favorite lube on here. It does come with some inside of the box already, so you can use that. Use your favorite one. Lube, it doesn't really matter too much. I will tell you something that's really neat about the Planet Eclipse guns. They machine these so perfectly that you really can use gun oil on here if you want to. Something else I noticed about it too was I left this gun aired up for quite some time. Came back and the tank lost no pressure at all. So, you know, that definitely goes to tell you the precision on the inside of how well they machine it on the inside. Maybe I got a lucky one, I doubt it. But, you know, when I left this gun aired up for probably 2 or 3 days, and when I came back, the tank pressure was still reading over 4,000 PSI. And you know, in most guns, especially spool valve guns, that's almost unheard of. So with Planet Eclipse guns, you know, especially this one, less is more in regards to lubrication. You don't need to goop this thing in a ton of lube, okay? You know, very light amount of lube, just enough to get it moving. You want to lube it extremely lightly and often. That's my recommended way of lubing these guns. Now you can see the difference between the two bolts. Here's the the soft face bolt and the standard Venturi bolt. So, okay, next thing we're going to do here is let's go ahead and take out the regulator. Now this is Planet Eclipse's hardline. Now I like this hardline design. The reason why is that you don't have to worry too much about air going up through the gun and then over and then back down again. It just goes up through the grip frame right into the regulator right away. I like this design. It's very simple, and it cuts down the amount of O-rings that you have to worry about coming loose if your grip frame loosens up. So let's go ahead and remove that little pin. Now I'm going to show you my way of taking this whole rubber assembly here apart, and it's really simple. First thing is when you take apart this pin, go ahead and just grab this and then pull it down. Okay. Now once you have this piece down, if you want to remove this, let's say for cleaning, I recommend pulling this piece off. You could stretch this around it, but you don't want to tear that rubber if you don't have to, or even risk tearing it if you don't have to. There you go. So now if you want to take apart and out comes the piston. That's about it. For about 90% of the maintenance you're going to do on this, that's about as far as you need to go. And like I said, Planet Eclipse, do not need a lot of lube. Use a very thin amount of lube and just lube it often. That's about all you really need to do with these guns. Okay. Now while it's in this piece, before you put the ASA or the swivel connection here, that's when you want to go ahead and slide this collar up. Now you can wash this out with water. You know, if it gets all shot, which does happen a lot, you go ahead and take this over, just rinse it out in your sink. It'll make it all nice and clean again. One of the ways to clean up all this area, you could use a paintbrush. I tend to like to use a damp paintbrush. It works great. Push this up. There we go. Okay. That's it. Go ahead and put the bolt back in too. Slides right in, look at that. All set. So very, very quick and easy to take these guns apart. One regulator, this is really simple. So, okay. So let's go out and do the efficiency test and we'll come back for the conclusion. Alright guys, we're about to do the efficiency test on the Geo 3.5. This has the rubber tip bolt in it. Not sure if it's going to make a difference, but I figured I'd note it. And we're sitting at 4,379 PSI. And then let's go ahead and chrono it. What did he say? What did he say?
Yeah, that's what the thing was called earlier.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's go ahead here. Okay, so we'll stick with that. Sitting at about 293. Had a couple over 300, but a couple in the 280s, but it looks like we're floating right around the low 290, so we'll stay with that.
You gotta be careful. Not to like, oh, it's not this one, it's the next one. Oh no, it's the next one. You can't do that.
Alright, so I've got about 10.5 pods. So let's wrap up the review on the Geo 3.5. The guns are phenomenal. I mean, these, Planet Eclipse, the Geos, they've increasingly gotten better throughout the years. The 3.5 is no exception. The 3.1 was amazing, and 3.5 with, the optional bolt now, you get the extra bolt, and also the new back cap, which I think really, it not only makes it easier to take the gun apart, but it also looks really nice on the gun. It kind of completes the back part of the gun instead of coming into this weird little huge wing nut looking thing into the back. It's just, it's just an aesthetic thing. But, these guns shoot great. They feel great. They're whisper quiet when you're out there playing. You still get the bolt speed adjustment here on the side, which is what made the Geo 3 famous. You can adjust how fast the bolt goes back and forth. If you're shooting really, really brittle paint, you can slow it down. If you want a faster for like semi-auto, you can speed it up. It's all externally adjustable right here on the side of the gun. These guns shoot great. Now, between this or, let's say you're a diehard Planet Eclipse guy and you're debating whether or not to get the 3.5 or the LV1. The LV1's an amazing gun. Okay, one thing I really like about the LV1 is going to shoot just like almost the Geo 3, shoot almost just like the 3.5. It's going to be just as soft. Okay, the LV1 doesn't shoot like any other gun out there. But the one thing that's really cool about the LV1 is that if you break paint in the gun or something like that, you can pop the bolt out, take it out, and you can swab out your breech, or you can see if there's any debris in there or anything like that. So, just food for thought. In that the Geo 3.5, you need to degas the gun before you can take the bolt out. So that's some food for thought, whether you're deciding to get the LV1 or the 3.5. It'd be tough. It'd be really, really tough. That's a really tough decision. Both of them shoot amazing. They feel almost exactly the same in the hands. LV1 does feel a little bit longer than the 3.5, but it's a great shooting gun. Now, does this obviously, automatically make the 3.1s obsolete? Absolutely not. Okay, 3.1s are still an amazing gun. This is the progression from the GSL into the next release. Okay, same GSL back cap, GSL rubber tip bolt. This is the progression that you start to see when Planet Eclipse comes out with the SL model, and then a couple months later they release the new gun with parts of the features. But these guns shoot great. I mean, I'm telling you, I know they're expensive. Some of the most expensive guns that are on the market. They shoot great. After shooting this one, which is the one that Planet Eclipse sent to me, which I have to send back, and give me this gun for free. Okay, I wish they did, but they didn't. I have to send this gun back. After shooting this one, I figured if I was going to spend money on the gun, let me go and get the custom anodized one, and I went and bought with my own money the Beast from GI Sports. So obviously something about this gun sold me to spend over $1,000 on a marker for my own, which is why I wouldn't have got that one. But these guns shoot great. They really, really do. So efficiency is good. It feels good. Trigger feels good in the hands. Ergonomics are just awesome. Wherever you point it, it's going to hit. So hopefully that helps you guys with the Geo 3.5. I know a lot of people really requested this review. Hopefully you guys liked what you saw. Thank you very much.